This is Strezbyte, a channel focused on awesome technology. And on this episode, we're going to be unboxing the LG V30. Let's take a look. So this just arrived in the mail today. It's the V30 from LG. It's their new flagship phone. I got it from AT&T, got it directly from their store. Usually I like to go unlocked, but LG's phones tend to not come out with the unlocked versions for a couple months, and I really wanted to get my hands on this phone, so here we are. So this is the main box that it comes in. It has this nice V30 logo on the front. This is the left side of the box. Comes with this sticker on it that I have covered up here because it contains my name and phone number. Along the right side here, we have another sticker with a bunch of serial numbers and IMEI numbers and other things, which is why that's blacked out. Along the top is just LG's logo. Nothing on the bottom side. Then along the back we've got LG's logo, a list of the package contents including the LG V30, a travel charger, a USB data cable, a pre-installed SIM card, and a quick start guide. We've got a notice saying don't text and drive, a California cancer warning, a bunch of information about things like battery and the wireless emergency alert system, AT&T Eco rating, yada yada yada. And then we got a bunch of logos here across the bottom. Alright, so let's open it up. Opens with that nice slow glide box. On the top we have a nice microfiber cloth that has LG's logo on it. Very subtle. And here we have the phone itself wrapped in plastic with a please don't text and drive warning on it, so we'll just set that off to the side for right now. Then we have the LG V30 book that comes from AT&T, Get Started Guide, which just folds out. It's a piece of paper that folds out into a number of pages, basically talking about most of the basic features of the LG V30 and how to do things like replace the SIM card. So one thing they're doing with the V30 this year is what's called the second year promise, where they will extend your warranty out to a full 2 years, which is a really cool thing to see. Wish more phone carriers would do that. And then we've got our pamphlet with the SIM ejector tool and documentation. Also comes with a sticker here that has the IMEI number and serial number, which again I'm not going to show. Inside here we have a piece of paper with what's supposed to be the SIM ejector tool that's not attached. You did hear something rattling around in the box, so maybe it just fell out during shipping. And then we have the product safety and warranty information guide, which I'm sure is gripping reading that I'm going to read cover to cover. Looking in the rest of the box, we have what has come to become standard this year. We have the USB Type-C cable that goes to USB Type-A on the one side and USB Type-C on the other. I believe this is a fast charge 3.0 cable, along with the power brick that is very similar to the one that came with the LG V20. And lo and behold, we found our SIM ejector tool. It was kind of just hiding in the bottom of the case there. And the plastic is removable to show the bottom of the box, which nothing's in, so we've gotten everything out. Alright, so let's take the actual phone out, and I believe it just sort of slides out from the plastic. It's not sort of wrapped on or anything. Alright, so there it is, the LG V30. I got mine in the Aurora Black color, so that's this solid black here. If we flip it around to the other side, it does have this sticker on it that does again have the IMEI number and serial number and everything like that, so I'm going to take that off real quick. The sticker peeled off very cleanly, so that's nice to see. We have on the back, we have the dual camera setup with the normal camera and the wide angle lens, our flash, our fingerprint sensor, and unfortunate AT&T logo. Unfortunately can't do anything about that, along with the LG logo at the bottom. Looking at the top now, you see we have the headphone jack that the LG V line is known for, with the quad DAC powering it. There's also a tiny microphone port right up at the top. Along the bottom we have another microphone port, the USB Type-C connector, and our bottom-facing speaker. Along the right side of the phone there is the SIM card / micro SD card slot. And on the left side is pretty plain with just volume up and volume down button, no dedicated assistant button or camera button or anything like that, just the two volume up and volume down buttons. And then along the front we have the giant screen that takes up almost the entire front of the LG V30. Along the top we have our front-facing camera and speaker grill, along with some additional sensors in the front. And I don't know if there's anything along the bottom, but there's just a nice flat look to it. Alright, so let's turn it on. The fingerprint button is just like previous years, is also the power button. This is the first screen that you see. It's got this nice big bold LG V30 font powered by Android. Again, we did get this through AT&T, so we're going to be seeing their logo when on boot. So here's the welcome screen, and I'm going to go through the setup process off camera, so I will go through this and be right back. Alright, so we made it through the setup process in the LG V30, and it was pretty straightforward. Aside from some AT&T specific things that we just kind of breezed right through, didn't really bother to set up. And right off the top, like, this screen just looks absolutely stunning. The bezels are so small that they're almost hard to notice that they're even there. The screen, it just is super bright. The color really pops. It just looks fantastic. It's a huge jump forward from the LG V20, which is what I'm upgrading from. That OLED screen is really paying off on this phone, and that's great to see. The home screen that you see here is LG's take on the home screen. It doesn't include an app drawer like Android standard does. It's much more iPhone-like, and it's going to start installing apps along the last page once you install them from the Play Store, but you can of course change that in the home screen settings to either have an app drawer, much like stock Android, or Easy Home, which is sort of a simpler layout that kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out of that stuff. I'm probably going to install Action Launcher on here, but for now I'm going to set up with an app drawer, and then now you have an app drawer just like you see here. So it does come with, the AT&T version does come with some bloatware installed, so we're going to see how much of that we can get rid of. It does come with some pre-installed apps as well, like Final Fantasy 15 and this Empire game. So hopefully we'll be able to clean some of that up and get rid of some of this bloatware, but you know, that's sort of a standard thing that AT&T does with their phones. So overall it doesn't seem like it's too bad, but just a couple little things that we do want to get rid of. So, you know, first impressions of this, I really love the way that this thing feels and looks. It is very 2017, the tiny bezels, you barely even notice that they're there. The screen just pops with color and vibrance, and it feels just absolutely great in the hand to hold. It's a very, you know, solid step forward for the LG V20. Because there are just so many things that it gets better than that. There are of course some things missing from the V20 line, which has always been the enthusiast grade phone. I am going to miss the replaceable battery on there, but you know, that was a worthwhile sacrifice I think to make in favor of having wireless charging built into this. So you know, we've got to make progress somehow. But in the meantime, we do at least still have a headphone jack. You know, the noble headphone jack is not dead yet. We are still hanging on to it here, and the quad DAC on the V20 was a phenomenal thing if you were able to get some use out of it with some really good headphones. So it's great to see that is here. So yeah, this is overall just, you know, it feels great, it looks great. It's the phone that LG should be marketing up against phones like the Galaxy Note 8 or the Pixel XL2 or even the iPhone X. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. So we're gonna be doing a full review of this as soon as I get some time to really settle into it and see just exactly how well it works. So make sure you are subscribed for that. Thank you so much for checking out my unboxing of the LG V30, and I'll be sure to see you all in the next video. Take care.